What's up? What's up? What's happening? We'll get right to this in just a minute, man. Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Okay, I want you to hit that like button. I want you to sub to this channel if you're not a member, and also hit them notifications too, so that you're able to get all of my content as well as all of my videos. And we are live, okay? What's up, Brown Sugar? I see you in the building. Always loyal to the soil. I want to give a shout out to all of my subs, both new and old. Okay. And I also want to let y'all know that I appreciate y'all rocking with me and staying down with me through this bit of a construction process, but it's a little thing to a big giant. Okay, I'm not sweating none of the bullshit. Okay, now I want to put some things into perspective for a lot of reasons. Okay, and I decided to go live on this so I could get some feedback. Straight to the point. He loves feedback. Okay, whether it's negative or whether it's positive. Okay, whether it's constructive or whether it's destructive. Okay, I love all the feedback as long as you're respectful about it. Okay. Devin Haney right now does have a case for for the face of boxing. Okay. Here's why. All right, here's why. First and foremost, Devin Haney, he continues to stay busy. Okay. He always stays busy. No matter what, he's not turning down any fade. He's always taking risk, and he continues to pursue what we know as okay, yeah, well, you might have fought this guy that wasn't black, or you didn't fight this guy, you didn't fight that guy. It doesn't matter. He steps in the ring with everybody. So to tell you what I'm talking about, everybody wants to talk about this thing where Tank or Canelo are the faces of boxing and everything. Which, okay, yeah, you can say that, or you could have said that over the past, I say, 4 years or somewhere like that. But if you do your research, the thing that you have to understand is that the last, I think, six to seven fights that that Devin Haney has fought have been champions. Okay. Tank has only fought one champion, I think, since 2017 or 2018 or something like that. Okay. And not only that, I'm not even going to get into the undisputed. What's up, Ron? I see you in the building. Right. But it doesn't matter about the knockout. Okay, Ron, did he knock out Pitbull Cruz? No, he didn't. And I don't want to hear anything about a broken hand or anything. Okay? Then on top of that, you want to measure up all these resumes and stuff like that. Well, of course we know that Tank is going to beat a guy like Rolly Romero. Everybody knows that. But you're giving all this praise to a guy that barely fight. He hadn't even fought champions. And then on top of that, Devin Haney's last, I think, is 4, getting ready to be 5 fights, have outsold Tank. So everybody's sitting here saying, okay, yeah, he's not the face of boxing and stuff like that. If he beats Ryan Garcia, okay, and then when he goes ahead and he fights Tank and he beats Tank, I don't want to hear any more discussions about who the face of boxing is. I don't want to hear any more discussions about who the face of boxing. But you don't know that. You don't know that. And I know. Brown Sugar, she representing that DMV hard. And listen, I want people to understand. Brown Sugar knows I love Tank. Ron, you know I love Tank, man. Come on, let's stop the cap. But the thing about it is, the you know he's listen. He's a killer. He's a gorilla. Out of Baltimore, we all know that. Everybody knows that. But if we're looking at the grand scheme of things, I would rather have someone who is taking risks, who is willing to get that fight, who is willing to do everything that they can. Because everybody looked at what's his name, Devin Haney, crazy when he moved up to 140. Right, exactly. You know, because you don't know who's gonna win. Look, yeah, everybody's basing what they saw off of a 2-minute video. You know what I'm saying, Brown Sugar? They're sitting up in here basing everything off of a 2-minute video that is well over 40 minutes. Okay? So I don't want to hear any of this about, oh yeah, Tank is the face of boxing. Tank is the face of boxing. When you're not fighting anybody. You're fighting people. You fought a guy in Ryan Garcia who Devin Haney is about to fight in April. So I don't want to hear any of this. Oh yeah, Tank has a better resume. Any of that? If we're being honest, Devin Haney has the better resume. If we really want to be honest, and everybody wants to look at it like, oh yeah, well Devin Haney he got out of there real quick and all this other stuff. I don't want to hear any of that, because whoever he's placing in front of him, he is winning. And not only that, if you're gonna call yourself the face of boxing and all this other stuff, you also got to look at how much you have sold. Okay, the last 4 or 5 fights, I think it's 4. I'm not too sure. I think it's 4. Have outsold Tank. He outsold him in the Chase Center. Everybody wants to sit up here and discount Devin Haney. I've been on Devin Haney. Look, I like Tank. Okay, well that's great. I don't mind you. Listen, they're both great. They both have a legitimate case, but I feel like Devin Haney's case is better, especially with his resume and the fact that he's fought 6 champions. I do like Tank. I do like Tank. I like Tank. I like Shakur, and I like Devin Haney. But Devin Haney, I got favored out of everybody. I think that, matter of fact, I think that Shakur has a better chance. And I know some people, they trip out when I say that. I think that Shakur has a better chance than Tank to beat Devin Haney, just because of their styles. And as you know, yeah, I'm with Haney. I believe that he can beat Tank. And if he does, it's just like you were with Errol Spence with Crawford, right? And look what happened. And I don't want to hear none of this about, oh yeah, well Earl wasn't himself or any of that other stuff. No, he beat, and this is coming from an Earl Spence fan. He beat Earl Spence convincingly. He demolished him. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, we can do that. What you want to bet, baby? What you want to bet? $100. All right, I'll put another zero on there. I'll put 1,000 on there. You know, we do 1,000. We do. No, I'm just playing. I'm playing. Okay, so Tank. Okay, so you believe that Tank is going to be an easy. Listen, this is why Devin is going to win. Okay, now Devin's range is not like Shakur's. Okay, it has a lot to do with range. What's up, Ted? So Ted, who do you got? Tank? Do you got Tank or do you got Devin? Okay, and I'm not gonna be mad at either one. Okay, there you go. All right, so I got. Hey, don't be mad. Hey, he got his own opinion. He got his own opinion. Yeah. Hey, you can't be mad at Ted. Hey, and brown sugar. Hey, sugar. I know you being biased because he he from that area, so you got a rep. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's all right though. That's all right. Hey, and Ted ain't trolling. Look, you basing everything off of knockouts, okay? You basing everything off of knockouts. Hey, name me a time when Devin Haney has hit the canvas. Name me a time when Devin Haney has hit the canvas. It's just like when y'all bring up all this stuff about Canelo and how he's not great and all this other stuff. Name me a time when Canelo has hit the canvas. You can't name me a time when they hit the canvas. So you sitting up in here and you trying to say that a guy in Tank is gonna lay Devin on the canvas? That's not gonna happen. He has a case. These three guys got a case for being the face of boxing. Terrence Crawford, he has a case because he's pound for pound number one. Right, in the later rounds, exactly. and his defense is very slept on. You act like Gervonta Davis has no flaws. He's got flaws. Trust and believe. And you know another thing is, now I think Ron agreed with me on this. I told him that it's easy to frustrate Tank. He gets easy. In the last fight when he fought Pitbull, when he fought Isaac Cruz, he got frustrated. Yeah, he is. I mean, he's hungry, but Devin is hungrier. That's why he doesn't turn down any phase. And you know what? You know what else? He said that he was willing to be the B side. Him and Bill Haney. Nah, he's not knocking out Dev. He's not knocking out Dev. Stop. You got to stop being a prisoner of the moment, man. If he ain't knock out Cruz, he ain't knocking out Dev, man. You know, you could dab all day, but hey, Dev is the one that's fighting. Yeah, he's hungry for greatness. He's hungry for greatness. And I love this, and I love the fact that both of them love their people. That's what you gotta because the thing that I appreciate about Tank though, I want people to understand that I like Tank more off outside than I do inside of the ring, okay? And let me tell you why. His baby mom was trying to make him look out like this, like he was this animal, like he was just this criminal and everything. And it turns out it was all her fault. I mean, this girl was doing some of the most craziest stuff, man. Putting feces on his face, spitting on this guy, and Tank refused to put his hands on her. And then on top of that, even after knocking Ryan's ass out, okay, yeah, she was doing all of that stuff, man. She would put like feces and stuff like that, spitting on them, cursing at them, hitting them and stuff like that. And so, even through all of that, he still sustained a level of composure not to do anything. And that right there, that's being mentally tough. I'm talking about Tank, okay? And everybody wants to make him look like this animal. So Ron just thinks that I hate Tank and stuff like that. No, I'm pushing for Tank. I'm talking about inside of the ring. I want him to, his resume got to add up. Unless you do something dynamic like a Terrence Crawford. And even with Terrence Crawford, his resume coming in the fight was actually pretty decent. And the fact that he was undisputed too. That undisputed thing means a lot. I mean, that's why like I trip out. Okay, everybody talks about Mayweather being 50-0 and stuff like that, but okay, what about you being undisputed? Yeah, I mean, look, and then this is another thing too. With Tank, he actually tried to help Ryan Garcia. He wanted to help Ryan Garcia. Even after they had they back and forth and everything. Now Ryan Garcia, he has his issues, but I don't believe that Ryan Garcia is racist, like like his pops and saying that stuff that his pops did and stuff like that. Ryan Garcia, um, he's not into that racist stuff, man. Right. You never know. Yeah, right, exactly. And I don't listen. I don't believe that like he's like that. That's just like people be silly people be saying like Jake Paul and Logan Paul and stuff like that are racist and all this other stuff. Man, everybody that you see ain't racist, because if that was the case, Jake Paul has a podcast, man, and he always got people on there to fight with them to actually change their life, and they're black, and he doesn't have to do that. So you, but if you're sitting up there and now let's talk about Antonio Brown, oh dumbass. And look, I wanna be real. I like AB as a receiver. He did help us get a championship, but AB, man, he's the ultimate troll, man. He's the ultimate troll. Um, AB is sitting there saying stuff about Shannon Sharp. He's part of the reason that's poured gasoline on the fire about calling Shannon Sharp Rainbow. Okay, now the memes are everywhere. The internet is undefeated. Yeah, exactly. And okay, this guy, um, well, yeah, he's real old school, sugar. But what about the the Caucasian people that actually saved guys' lives in war situations? Well, what about the Caucasian people that have actually people from bad stuff happening to them, and they might have been in another race. You know what I'm saying? If if you look at me as being not not pro black or something like that for saying something like that, then oh well. But we have to look at it from that perspective too. Okay. What if a Caucasian person, and I know Brown Sugar, you're not thinking that way, but I'm talking about everybody else. What if a Caucasian person or somebody from another race, they saved your life? You have to look at it like that, man. So everybody that puts a title on that person, or just a general title on everybody is not the case. But we can't help where they when they at the time period that they did grow up. We have to understand that when it came to the Texas Western team, if Neville Shed is getting his face shoved down the toilet by two Caucasian men, it makes you think differently. Or if a Caucasian people are sitting there taking a dump on your bed like they did with Bill Russell, it makes you look at stuff and smeared it all over his wall and stuff like that. Then of course, yeah, you're gonna look at stuff differently. Or all of the stuff in which I'm not gonna get too graphic about that they were doing to us when we were slaves. Yeah, it's gonna make you look at that differently. It's gonna, you know, um, Rosa Parks is just That's like the rated G version of what they were doing to her and stuff like that. If y'all really want to know what they were really doing to us, I want y'all to go look at a movie called The Butler and going to go sit inside of a restaurant, right? And in which we were not supposed to. And these were people that were actually protested. They were actually, taking risks for us and everything for the greater good. And they were spitting in our face, throwing stuff at us, slapping us upside our head, and they didn't even do anything. All for the greater good, because they knew that if they touched them, something was going to happen. But they were actually sending a message. And I'm not trying to get in there because when I think about it, it does piss you off. It does make you mad. You know what I'm saying? But Brown Sugar did have a good point. That's why a lot of people thought that way about. They made it pretty much a generalization. But yeah, anyways, with when it comes to I'm sorry about that, Antonio Brown, he was begging DJ Vlad to call him a nigga. And he just been doing all types of stuff. We already know the situation that happened with him piping down uh Tom Brady's ex-wife. We knew that was going to happen because I mean, look at her track record. She went and went ahead and was messing around with the jujitsu instructors. So we already knew that was happening. And she just wanted that. She wanted that black anaconda. Yeah, no, you could go ahead and say it. You could call her a thought. I mean, that's what she was, and she's not even attractive, really. She actually looks like a guy, really. But anyways, man, I ain't gonna get too. you know, Antonio Brown, of course, I've been lost respect for him. I've been lost respect for Antonio Brown. I thought it was dumb how he not with the Steelers and stuff. When it came to Le'Veon Bell, I actually understood Le'Veon Bell more than I understood AB. AB just wanted attention and all this other stuff. Should he have gotten paid the money? Yeah, but the way that he went about it was really messed up. Both of them went about it the wrong way. Oh yeah, of course. My anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, Hans. Yeah, she does, man. I'm just like, what was Tom Brady thinking? But yeah, man. I mean, AB, man. I don't know. And see, he want to get on Shannon Sharp for wearing the stuff that he wears. Go look at some of AB's outfits and some of the stuff, silly shit that he don't wore. Look, I could like a player, but I could also call you out on your dumb shit too. There was a point in time with AB where I thought he had the best hands in football.